This is Dick Mueller, Vice President of Franchise Sales for SportClips, one of the fastest growing hair care franchises that specializes in targeting men and boys for hair care. Our program is a two-tier program. We have multiple unit ownership at our base level, and we have a master franchising program, and we refer to that as area developers. I have 27 area developers that have acquired the franchising rights in some 32 states throughout the country, and then my franchise team covers the rest of those states. Our situation in terms of selling franchises has been that we have the 27 area developers who are responsible for the franchise sales in their territory. The common ground amongst all of our area developers is that they never sold franchises before, and then two is that they very few of them have any franchise, any sort of sales background whatsoever. So we needed to get a system in place that enhanced the quality of the delivery of the presentation to the leads and suspects. And then even more important from a management standpoint, we did not have a good handle on lead flow, lead count, lead follow-up, and how we were spending our money to generate their leads and whether we were spending our money in the right spot. Also, we could also see from how we also need to find out how the leads are being handled and the quality of presentation so we can find out who needed help in terms of their sales process. So since we've gotten involved with Process Peak and their system, based on feedback from leads and suspects that I contact as a follow-up, the quality of the information is much better in terms of how they're presented. Our guys have become much more proficient. They're much more comfortable utilizing the virtual brochure part of it all. And then from our standpoint, we can follow up as to how you're handling leads and the frequency of your contact and the time frame you're taking your prospect or your lead through the system. When we have our quarterly meetings with each one of our area developers as the overall development, obviously franchise sales is a part of it. It gives us a very specific report as to how it's working for them and what we can do to help guide them or lead them or help them to be better at following up leads. The background information that's available to my executive team in terms of monitoring our process, gets reviewed on a monthly basis by my team, gets reviewed on a quarterly basis by the upper management team. So what we're seeing is, since we've been on board and we're 6 months into the program right now, we have seen where our leads and suspects are moving through the process a lot faster than we've experienced before. Our sales so far since we've used this have definitely increased. I don't know necessarily that it's entirely as it relates to Process Peak and the system we're working on as much as maybe the economy went through in terms of last year. But our evaluation on a one-on-one basis with our developers is pretty well spelled out for us. And, in terms of the upper management involvement, they're pretty happy just looking at our reports and leaving it up to my team to continue to work with the area developers and improve their performance. Our experience with Process Peak's program is, in terms of the feedback, I'm obviously on it as well. I have my fair share of leads and suspects. I'm currently handling 4 states myself. And, comments from the candidates, they appreciate that there's a process they're going to go through. They know the next step. They keep in stride with that. The comments in the ranking section are always encouraging. That's one of the first things I take a look at in the morning when I open it up to take a look at people that I'm expecting some information. It makes you feel good to be able to read the comments that they're throwing your way and rank themselves as to their interest in it. And then we do a lot of work with business brokers, franchise brokers, and their feedback to me across the country as it relates to working with area developers is they feel a lot more comfortable working with an area developer, knowing that there is a process and that their candidate is going to get as good of a presentation, as good as a follow-up, as if they were being handled by a SportClips franchise team.